The Royal Military Police is the corps of the British Army responsible for the policing of army service personnel, and for providing a military police presence both in the UK and while service personnel are deployed overseas on operations and exercises. Members of the RMP are often known as Red Caps, because of the scarlet covers on their peaked caps and scarlet-coloured berets. The RMP's origins can be traced back to the 13th century, but it was not until 1877 that a regular corps of military police was formed with the creation of the Military Mounted Police, which was followed by the Military Foot Police in 1885. Although technically two independent corps, they effectively functioned as a single organization. In 1926, they were fully amalgamated to form the Corps of Military Police. In recognition of their service in the Second World War, they became the Corps of Royal Military Police on 28 November 1946. In 1992, the RMP amalgamated into the Adjutant General's Corps, where they form part of the AGC's Provost branch. Non-commissioned members of the RMP received their basic training as soldiers at the Army Training Center in Pierbright. They then receive further training at the Defence School of Policing and Guarding, previously known as the Defence College of Policing and Guarding. The regimental march of the RMP is the Watchtower, or Hoch Heidecksberg, originally a German army marching tune from 1912 by Rudolf Herzer. The RMP motto is Exemplo Duismus, Latin for, by example shall we lead. The Provost Marshal is a post which goes back to the 13th century and was originally an under-officer of the Earl Marshal. In 1685 the role of Provost Marshal General became a permanent post. The Cavalry Staff Corps of 1813-14 and 1815-18 is regarded as Britain's first standing military police force and a forerunner of the Royal Military Police. The Military Mounted Police was formed in 1877 and the Military Foot Police was formed in 1885. During the First World War the military police grew from 508 all ranks to over 25,000 all ranks by the end of the war. During the Battle of Neuve Chapelle in March 1915 the military police served the army as a whole, rather than individual units. On 27 February 1926 the Corps of Military Police was formed by merging the Military Mounted Police and the Military Foot Police. During the Second World War the military police grew from 4,121 all ranks to over 50,000 all ranks, within 6 major branches of specialists. In November 1946, King George VI granted the Royal prefix to the Corps of Military Police in recognition of its outstanding record in 2 world wars, and the corps became known as the Corps of Royal Military Police, though abbreviated to Royal Military Police. From 1969 the corps made an important contribution during the Troubles in Northern Ireland. A horse detachment of the Royal Military Police remained in service after World War II, being recreated in 1950. Based at Aldershot, its purpose was mainly to undertake patrol and other policing duties in areas not suitable for vehicles, but also to act as a ceremonial unit preserving mounted RMP traditions dating back to the 19th century. The mounted troop was gradually reduced to about 20 personnel and finally disbanded in 1995. On 6 April 1992 the RMP amalgamated into the Adjutant General's Corps, under whose overall command they form part of the AGC's Provost branch alongside the also pre-existent Military Provost Staff Corps and the later formed Military Provost Guard Service. Although they lost status as an independent corps, they were permitted to retain the Royal Military Police title and cap badge, as well as policing service personnel whilst at home in the UK. The Royal Military Police are required to provide a capable military police presence in support of military operations overseas. Broadly speaking, within the United Kingdom and its overseas garrisons, the Royal Military Police are responsible for policing service personnel. In garrison towns, the RMP often assist the local territorial police force in town centres at venues where service personnel are likely to frequent. Some Royal Military Police NCOs are allocated roles working on service family accommodation estates. such as community liaison officers and crime reduction officers. Part of this role involves visiting schools in the SFA catchment area, where the school's children come from service families. In the UK, this work is often done in conjunction with the Ministry of Defence Police. Some of the specific roles the RMP fulfill include: the Royal Military Police are required to provide tactical military police support to the British Army in military operations. When deployed, some of the roles the RMP fulfill include: Royal Military Police personnel are not constables under UK law and do not have any specific police powers over the general public, only whilst dealing with service personnel. The RMP are subject to inspection by Home Inspectorate of